With the release of Destined Rivals just less than a couple of months away, the hype continues to build up. It really makes you wonder how readily available this set is going to be to the public upon release day. What's worst of all is that we already know that there's going to be a Team Rocket's Mewtwo EX included in this set. However, a special illustration rare for this card has not been announced to the public just yet, and I for one cannot wait. So that's what we're going to be doing today. I'm going to take a crack at designing my very own Team Rocket's Mewtwo special illustration rare. Now before we get started, hi, my name is Cisco and this is drawing number 3 on my journey to become a Pokemon card illustrator. Now if you want to follow me on this adventure, be sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notifications so you don't miss an upload. Now without further ado, let's go ahead and get to the drawing board. Alright, so I wanted to quickly preface this video by saying that this is probably not the most original idea I've ever had. I think subconsciously I might have read somewhere that it would have been cool if the special illustration rare for this set was a callback to the original appearance of Mewtwo in Pokemon the first movie, where he's got the sleek armor. It almost looks like a Sentai character. It's very cool. It's probably the better looking armor. A lot of people don't seem to really like the armor that was introduced in the Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution movie. Yeah, the remake armor I'm not a big fan of it either. It just looks very bulky and uncomfortable versus the very sleek design from the original movie. The big visor in front just looks so much better. He looks more imposing. But yeah, then the idea for this card, I wanted to make it look like this image from the movie where Giovanni is looking at Mewtwo through the glass, except I wanted to kind of put a little bit of a spin on it. So once I was done drawing the details for Mewtwo's armor, I went ahead and sketched the where Giovanni's reflection would be, and what better place to put it than on the visor itself. I was right here just in typical Cisco fashion. You can see my lines kind of suck. Now, one small detail that I noticed when drawing Giovanni that I'd never really have paid much attention to is that Giovanni doesn't have any eyebrows. My man's over here looking like Piccolo and Garlic Jr. with no eyebrow having ass, but whatever. I just thought it was a little funny detail that I never really paid too much attention to. But yeah, like I said, I was over here trying to fix my lines. I'm very terrible at that, so I gotta make sure I practice some more. But yeah, once I was done with the sketching, it was time to move on to my line art. And like always, the technique that I use for my line art is thick black lines for the outline of the characters, kind of make them look pop a little bit more. And then obviously on the inside we use more thinner lines for all the details, especially right here where there's a lot of details on the armor. But like always redoing my lines because I cannot draw straight lines for the life of me. But like I said, it's something that I'm working on, and hopefully we'll get better with time. But yeah, I was didn't like how the way the sketch looked like, so I kind of modified them just a little bit here. And then doing the line art for Giovanni's reflection as well. Once the line art was complete, it was time to lay down some colors, and I wanted to go for a really dark vibe. So like if they were in a dark room, so lots of shadows here. Especially on Mewtwo's color for his skin tone. It's kind of like a purplish, and then started doing some highlights where light would be bouncing into the reflector. And after I got done with Mewtwo's color, time to do color on Giovanni. And yeah, that was basically it. That's the entire drawing right here, complete. And there you have it, folks. One Team Rocket's Mewtwo special illustration rare fresh out of the oven. If you're still here, thank you very much for watching all the way through to the end. And if you want to take a closer look at this or some of my other work, you can always follow me on Instagram at Cisco_TCG. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. See ya.